Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Hurting. Able to feel or perceive. Someone who serves as an intermediary between the living and the dead. Being susceptible to the attitudes, feelings, or circumstances of others. Sensitive to the local community and its needs. Of or pertaining to classified information or matters affecting national security. Responsive to physical stimuli. A mimosa's leaves are sensitive to touch. Informal terms for nakedness. In the raw. Hurting. Lacking training or experience. Raw recruits. Used of wood and furniture. Raw wood. Used informally, completely unclothed. Used especially of commodities, being unprocessed or manufactured using only simple or minimal processes. Raw wool. Devoid of elaboration or diminution or concealment, bare and pure. Raw fury. Not processed or subjected to analysis. Raw data. Unpleasantly cold and damp. Brutally unfair or harsh. Received raw treatment from his friends. Having the surface exposed and painful. A raw wound. Not processed or refined. Raw sewage. Not treated with heat to prepare it for eating. Untempered and unrefined. Raw talent. Roused to anger. Sore over a remark. Hurting. Causing misery or pain or distress. It was a sore trial to him. An open skin infection. Someone who waits on or tends to or attends to the needs of another. Something that can be used as an official medium of payment. A boat for communication between ship and shore. Physically untoughened. Tender feet. Propose a payment. Hurting. The tender spot on his jaw. A formal proposal to buy at a specified price. Make tender or more tender as by marinating, pounding, or applying a tenderizer. Tenderize meat. Having or displaying warmth or affection. A tender glance. Used of boats, inclined to heel over easily under sail. Ship that usually provides supplies to other ships. Car attached to a locomotive to carry fuel and water. Easy to cut or chew. Tender beef. Given to sympathy or gentleness or sentimentality. A tender heart. Make a tender of, in legal settlements. Offer or present for acceptance. Of plants, not hardy, easily killed by adverse growing condition. Tender green shoots. Young and immature. At a tender age. Able to feel or perceive. Even amoeba are sensible creatures. Showing reason or sound judgment. A sensible choice. Aware intuitively or intellectually of something sensed. Made sensible of his mistakes. Readily perceived by the senses. The sensible universe. usually plural, transmissions that are disseminated widely to the public. Around the middle of a scale of evaluation. Medium bombers. Bacteriology. A nutrient substance, solid or liquid, that is used to cultivate microorganisms. An occupation for which you are especially well suited. Someone who serves as an intermediary between the living and the dead. He consulted several mediums. A liquid with which pigment is mixed by a painter. A means or instrumentality for storing or communicating information. An intervening substance through which signals can travel as a means for communication. An intervening substance through which something is achieved. The dissolving medium is called a solvent. A state that is intermediate between extremes, a middle position. A happy medium. Biology. A substance in which specimens are preserved or displayed. Meat, cooked until there is just a little pink meat inside. The surrounding environment. Fish require an aqueous medium. Someone who serves as an intermediary between the living and the dead. Of or relating to or connected with spiritualism. Causing physical discomfort. Bites of black flies are more than irritating, they can be very painful. Causing misery or pain or distress. The painful process of growing up. Exceptionally bad or displeasing. A painful performance. Causing physical or psychological pain. Worked with painful slowness. Unduly sensitive or thin-skinned. Quick to take offense. Showing courage. The champion is faced with a feisty challenger. Quick to take offense. Roused to anger. Stayed huffy a good while. Quick to take offense. Difficult to handle, requiring great tact. A touchy subject. Quick to take offense. Capable of erupting. The volcano is very much alive. Possessing life. The happiest person alive. Mentally perceptive and responsive. Alive to what is going on. In operation. Keep hope alive. Having life or vigor or spirit. Followed by to, or, of, aware of. Is alive to the moods of others. Often followed by, with, full of life and spirit. She was wonderfully alive for her age. A short ad in a newspaper or magazine, usually in small print, and appearing along with other ads of the same type. Arranged into classes. Official classification of information or documents, withheld from general circulation. Thousands of classified documents have now been declassified. Capable of responding to stimuli. Easily irritated or annoyed. Abnormally sensitive to a stimulus. Difficult to handle, requiring great tact. Delicate negotiations with the big powers. Easily broken or damaged or destroyed. A kite too delicate to fly safely. Easily hurt. A baby's delicate skin. Developed with extreme delicacy and subtlety. Exquisitely fine and subtle and pleasing, susceptible to injury. A delicate violin passage. Marked by great skill, especially in meticulous technique. A surgeon's delicate touch. Of an instrument or device, capable of registering minute differences or changes precisely. Almost undetectable with even the most delicate instruments. Sensitive to sexual stimulation. Capable of responding to stimuli. Easily excited. Readily affected by various agents. A highly sensitive explosive is easily exploded by a shock. Sensitive to visible light. Photographic film is light sensitive. Caused by or in response to pain. A nociceptive spinal reflex. Sensitive to visible light. Sensitive to radiation. Radiosensitive cancer cells can be treated with radiotherapy. Reacting to a stimulus. The skin of old persons is less reactive than that of younger persons. Participating readily in reactions. Sodium is a reactive metal. Reacting to a stimulus. Containing or using responses, alternating. Responsive reading. Readily reacting or replying to people or events or stimuli, showing emotion. Children are often the quickest and most responsive members of the audience. Bearing in mind, attentive to. Sometimes followed by, of, having or showing knowledge or understanding or realization or perception. Was aware of his opponent's hostility. Sometimes followed by, of, having or showing knowledge or understanding or realization or perception. Sometimes followed by, of, having or showing knowledge or understanding or realization or perception. Intentionally conceived. A conscious effort to speak more slowly. Followed by, of, showing realization or recognition of something. Few voters seem conscious of the issue's importance. Knowing and perceiving. Having awareness of surroundings and sensations and thoughts. Remained conscious during the operation. Easily impressed emotionally. Often followed by, of, or, to, yielding readily to or capable of. Susceptible to colds.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.